Good evening. This is Pintun from OdishaTV.in bringing you today's news from Odisha. First, the headlines. Trouble for Sarathi Baba deepens after his woman companion makes U-turn and files FIR against the self-styled godman with crime branch. Odisha Pradesh Congress Committee Chief issues whip to all party functionaries asking them to refrain from speaking to media and public unauthorizedly. Centre appoints former NALCO chairman Anshuman Das as member of Public Enterprises Selection Board. Das becomes first ODI officer to be appointed as a member of the body. National Crime Records Bureau data shows fire safety arrangements continue to be poor in commercial establishments across state. 40 killed due to fire accident in 2014. And Chief Minister Naveen Patnaik gives away President's Police Medal and police medals to 44 officers for their distinguished services. Now the details. Trouble for controversial godman Sarathi Baba alias Santosh Raul deepened yesterday after his woman companion, a medico who had flown with him to Hyderabad in July, made a U-turn and filed an FIR against him with the crime branch. In the FIR, the 24-year-old woman has mentioned that the first written complaint which she had made in Mangalabag police station in Cuttack on August 7 was under pressure. Crime branch ADG BK Sharma said in her FIR she mentioned that she was threatened not to divulge the fact that Baba was known to her. The woman who had refused to speak against Rahul in her first FIR changed her mind after recording her statement on Friday before a magistrate under section 164 of the Criminal Procedure Code. The final year MBBS student in yesterday's FIR alleged that the self-styled godman was threatening her and was being threatened by two women on behalf of Rahul. As a result, she was forced to file an FIR at Mangalabag police station in Cuttack on August 7. She said of the two women who threatened her on behalf of Rahul, one even posed as a CBI officer. Notably, in the first FIR, it was alleged that she had received life threats from 4 persons whom the investigating agency interrogated on Friday. Now that the lady has turned hostile, crime branch sources said the agency may seek Baba's fresh remand to interrogate about their relationship and, most importantly, their July tour to Hyderabad. Crime branch sources said a fresh case has been registered against Rahul under section 120B, 384, 506 and 34 of Indian Penal Code. Earlier, a case was registered against him at CID police station under different sections of the IPC, SC/ST Atrocities Act, Arms Act and under provisions of Misuse of Religious Institutions Act.
क्राइम ब्रांच तरफ होइथिबा एतला एवं परवर्ती समय युवती तरफ दिया होइथिबा एतला एवं आज पुणी युवती निजे देइथिबा एतला एवं युवती जो 164 स्टेटमेंट देइथिले मजिस्ट्रेट पाखरे ए सबुर ताळमेळ रहउछि ना नहीं से प्रश्न जहाँ भी हो जेत गोटे एतला दि जाइए से एतला संपर्क में निश्चिंत तदंत हम ये एतलार सत्यासत्य निश्चिंत भाव में प्रमाण को आसब एवं जदि ये एतलार तथ्य सत्य होता है ताहले आग एतला तथ्य निश्चिंत भाव भूल आग एतलार तथ्य सत्य होते से 164 स्टेटमेंट देते कौन से प्रीवियस स्टेटमेंट कन्फ्लिक्ट करुँच तेणु झील केतेबेले युवती जनक कौ कथा केतेबेले सत्य कही आउ केतेबेले मिछ कहउचंती आउ कौ एतलाटी तांकर सत्य आउ कौ कथाटी मिथ्या ये सब तदंत सापेक्ष.
Arrested self-styled godman Sarathi Baba was sent to Chaudhar Circle Jail in Cuttack yesterday, even as hundreds of convicts elsewhere in the country were released from prisons on the occasion of Independence Day. Cuttack Sub-Divisional Judicial Magistrate B. Gautam remanded Sarathi Baba alias Santosh Raul in judicial custody after rejecting his bail application that came up for consideration for the first time during the day. Despite a national holiday, the SDJM court was opened in the first hours of the day to take up the matter as the police remand of the arrested godman ended midnight. Ever since his arrest by Odisha Police Crime Branch last Saturday, Rahul was taken on remand by the police for 6 days in 2 phases for questioning. Booked under several sections of IPC, SC and ST Prevention of Atrocities Act, Arms Act and Religious Institutions Misuse Act, the bail application came up for hearing for the first time during the day as the lawyers of the city were on strike for the whole of the last week. Although the crime branch police didn't seek any further remand of the accused, its counsel opposed his bail application, saying that the investigation in the case are still on. The godman would be produced in the court again on August 21. A team of crime branch sleuths would go to Hyderabad on Monday for further investigation. The godman was arrested following a massive public outcry against his alleged escapades and exploitation of people's sentiments by use of black magic. The police have unearthed huge ill-gotten properties in the name of the godman and the trust he was running in the name of his adopted son Satyam Raul. Many bank accounts operated by him have now been frozen while the police are looking for his absconding adopted son. Meanwhile, Santosh Raul alias Sarathi Baba had spread his tentacles into tribal-dominated Bonda Ghati in Malkangiri district. At the foothills of Bonda Ghati and sprawled in a big area, the self-styled godman's ashram was having a temple where Sarathi was being worshipped. Locals said on Thursday, every week the ashram was organizing feasts and vajan. Besides, the ashram was collecting donations regularly from tribals residing in the Bonda Ghati. However, the scene had changed after the arrest of Sarathi. Now, after knowing about the Sarathi scandal, locals are surprised and feeling guilty for donating money while cutting their expenses.
भक्त तथापि 3000 ହେଇଥିବେ ଆମେ ସାଥି ବାହା ବୋଲି ଭଗବାନ ବୋଲେ ମାନୁଥିଲୁ କିନ୍ତୁ ଏବେ ଯୋଉ କାମ କରୁଛନ୍ତି ଆଉ ଭକ୍ତମାନେ ସବୁ ଆସିଥିଲେ ଭଗବାନ ବୋଲି ଭକ୍ତମାନଙ୍କୁ ସେ ତ ବିଶ୍ୱାସରେ ବିଶ୍ୱାସ ଦେଇଦେଲା କ'ଣ ଭଗବାନ ଭାବିବ ସେମାନେ ତାଙ୍କର.
The infighting in state Congress seems to have gone from bad to worse, with Odisha Pradesh Congress Committee Chief Prasad Harichandan issuing a whip to all party functionaries asking them to refrain from speaking to media and public unauthorizedly. The whip issued by party president stated, in view of interaction with media or public, some leaders have subjected themselves to certain discrepancies. Some of them have come to the notice of the party high command. In view of this, we must adhere to the party line in public and media and refrain from making unauthorized comments or statements or announcements against party leaders of the party, it said. We must pay utmost regard to Party High Command of Indian National Congress and refrain at all costs from making remarks undermining position of party leadership and the party at national level and state level, it further said. State party chief's whip, circulated among party's all functionaries, ostensibly follows the media statements of former OPCC President Niranjan Patnaik, party chief whip Tara Prasad Bahinipati and senior leader Lalatendu Mahapatra on a party delegation to New Delhi. Though the delegation which met party president Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi last month clarified that the meet was a courtesy visit, Mahapatra gave a media statement that they discussed about Bahinipati's inefficiency. Besides, soon after the formation of party's coordination committee, Patnaik had dubbed it as Old Age Home. The whip has been issued to all office bearers, MPs, MLAs, ex-MPs, ex-MLAs, senior leaders, district coordination committee presidents, heads of frontal organizations, sales and departments of OPCC and other party functionaries.
गणमाध्यम जरिया दलर भवमूर्ति खुर्ना होला भलिया कि व्यक्तिगत विवाद को लोक सम्मुख को अणा होची सेतबेले दल बारण करिया दरकार एवं श्रृंखला जाहिर करिया दरकार श्रृंखलित हवा पई दलर निर्देश दबार अधिकार अछि दलपतिकर एवं से निर्देश रे एतरे किछि असुविधा नै.
गणमाध्यम हमर बंधु से हमको जेतेबेले भी पचारि परबे जोटा भी पचारि परबे आमे तांको हमर जोटा सत कथा आम कह मीडिया माध्यम तो लोक जन पाऊ जेहेतु पीसीसी प्रेसिडेंट कहते से एबे आम प्रदेश कांग्रेस कमिटी हाईकमांड से आम कौन संगे कथा है आपको
मुझे जो पीसीसी प्रेसिडेंट थी ऑल इंडिया कांग्रेस कमिटी गोटे सर्कुलर श्रीजुक्त धनार्दन द्विवेदी देते एवं सेटा मते से पार्टी डिसिप्लिन उपर देते से सर्कुलर को मुझे समस्त पाखे पहुँचे पहुँचला तो विभिन्न कथा आसला तेणु जो कथाटा जयदेव जेना होता से प्रसाद हरिचंदन हम बोली कहीं।
Despite tight security arrangements across the state on Independence Day, left-wing extremists yesterday hoisted black flags and put up banners in at least 5 locations in Maoist-dominated Malkangiri district, but there was no report of any untoward incident. The Maoists who had called for boycott of Independence Day hosted black flags at Luler under Mithili police station area and Omarpalli in Odisha-Chhattisgarh border. This apart, black flags and black banners were also found at Bodigata, Kelrai and MV90 areas. The Maoist banners opposed police action in the area and demanded withdrawal of central forces from Malkangiri district. The banners were later removed by the police. There was no report of any untoward incident in any part of the district. Police claimed, adding that government buses had stopped plying in Motu, MV79 and Padia areas due to the boycott called by the Maoists. Elsewhere in the state, Independence Day was celebrated with gaiety and enthusiasm amid tight security. Former NALCO chairman Anshuman Das was appointed as member of Public Enterprises Selection Board, said an order issued by the Department of Personnel and Training on Friday. Das is the first ODA officer to be appointed as a member of the PSEB. He was chairman of NALCO between August 29, 2012 and April 30, 2015. Former Union Cabinet Secretary Ajit Seth will be the chairman of the PSEB, which appoints CMD and board members of central public sector undertakings.
Public Enterprises Selection Board PSB जोटा आम कहूँ यहाँ हूँ गोटे एपेक्स बॉडी जोटा कि आमर इंडिया जिते सेंट्रल पब्लिक सेक्टर अंडरटेकिंग्स अच्छा about 234 234 पब्लिक सेक्टर अंडरटेकिंग अच्छा सेंट्रल पब्लिक सेक्टर अंडरटेकिंग्स सेमानंकर चेयरमैन मैनेजिंग डायरेक्टर डायरेक्टर्स यार सिलेक्शनटा से माने करंती एवं भारत सरकार को रेकमेंड करंती केमिति सिलेक्शन प्रोसेसटा को कॉलेज सिलेक्शन प्रोसेसटा आउरी बेटर रहिबो और फोकस्ड रहिबो और ऑब्जेक्टिव रहिबो से विषय में आम चिंता करूँ एवं मुख्यतः आम जहाँ भी करूँ यही जिनसा आखिर रखू जे आम पब्लिक सेक्टर गुड़ी को बेस्ट लीडरशिप प्रोवाइड करिबा.
Fire safety arrangements continue to be poor in a majority of commercial establishments in the state, leading to the death of 40 people in 2014. According to the statistics released by the National Crime Records Bureau, the state recorded the highest number of deaths due to fire in commercial buildings out of 149 cases across the country in 2014. The 40 dead comprised 31 men and 9 women. According to rules, commercial buildings must obtain a fire safety clearance certificate from the Fire Prevention Wing of the Office of the Directorate General Fire Service before starting operations. However, many commercial establishments do not get clearance certificates due to allegedly lackadaisical attitude of planning authorities. The data compiled by NCRB shows that 712 people died in fires in 2014 and blazes at residential buildings were responsible for 140 deaths. In contrast, only 4 lives were lost in fires at cracker and match factories. A total of 127 people died due to short circuit, while 83 lives were lost in cooking gas cylinder and stove explosions, said the data. Chief Minister Nabin Patnaik yesterday gave away President's Police Medal and police medals to 44 officers for their distinguished services. For exemplary courage and bravery, Sambalpur Superintendent of Police Akhileshwar Singh was awarded President's Police Medal. In 2013, Singh, the then SP of Malkangiri, had led a team and fought against Maoists. In the gun battle, as many as 11 Maoists were killed. 8 others of his team were also awarded President's Medal. On the occasion, along with 10 others, Eastern Range IG Asit Panigrahi received Police Medal for distinguished services.
निश्चित भाव राष्ट्रपति महोदय जो उल्लेखनीय सेवा जो पदक मिली आज माननीय मुख्यमंत्री सेटा आगामी दिन में निजको ओडिशार एवं भारत सेवा करने यह निहाती भाव मत बहुत खुशी लगुच उत्साहित कर लोकों सेवा करने आम जो हमारे समाज हमारे देश जो काम करें से आम भावुँ जो हमारे गवर्नमेंट हमारे पुलिस लीडरशिप जो हमारे रिवार्ड देती से अवार्ड उपर आम विश्वास करूँ कि हमारे जो नुआ लोक से भितर काम करुछंती हमारे जो पुलिस बाहिनी काम करुछि से उत्साहित होबे से भी भलरे काम करिवे.
At least 20 persons were injured today as a private bus overturned near Basipitha in Mayurbhanj district today morning. Out of the injured, 5 were stated to be critical. Sources said the bus met accident when it was going from Udala to Rairangpur. Locals reached the spot and rescued the injured and sent them to hospitals in Udala and Khunta. The source stated more than 50 persons were travelling in the bus. Based on the recommendations of the Odisha High Court, the state has decided to set up 9 more courts. According to a release issued by the Chief Minister's office, Chief Minister Navin Patnaik has approved a proposal to this effect sent by the Law Department. The new additional districts and sessions courts will be set up at Nimapada in Puri district, Karanjia in Mayurbhanj district and Athamalik in Angul district to speed up disposal of pending cases. This apart, 3 additional districts judge cum vigilance special judge courts would also come up at Sundargarh, Angul and Cuttack. The Chief Minister also cleared the file approving a proposal to set up 3 family courts at Nabarangpur, Baudha and Nayagad. The state government approved 90 posts of different level to run the courts. Before wrapping up, the headlines once again. Trouble for Sarathi Baba deepens after his woman companion makes U-turn and files FIR against the self-styled godman with crime branch. Odisha Pradesh Congress Committee Chief issues whip to all party functionaries asking them to refrain from speaking to media and public unauthorizedly. Centre appoints former NALCO chairman Anshuman Das as member of Public Enterprises Selection Board. Das becomes first ODA officer to be appointed as a member of the body. National Crime Records Bureau data shows fire safety arrangements continue to be poor in commercial establishments across state. 40 killed due to fire accident in 2014. And Chief Minister Navin Patnaik gives away President's Police Medal and Police Medals to 44 officers for their distinguished services. Thank you for watching. Good night.